Hi, this is Sean from Time Talk. Today I thought I'd make a video on collection size, collection format, things like that. I was having a brief discussion with someone from YouTube about this, and it's an interesting topic. And I'll share my thoughts on this topic with you today. So, collection size. I've heard various people say different things about collection size. One thing I've heard, I think it's on Instagram or on a watch forum or something like that, which the perfect collection size is what you have plus one other watch. And some people have, hundreds of watches. And my answer might be controversial. Obviously, it's just my own opinion, but I think the perfect collection size is one of two numbers. Either one watch or three watches. I think when I think about watches, I think about how they go with the clothes that you wear, how they go with various occasions and things like that. So I think one or three watches pretty much fit anybody for any occasion. First of all, in terms of one watch, I think you can't really go wrong with a Rolex sports watch. Incredibly obvious answer, I know, but they're just really brilliant watches, and that's why people buy them. So, for example, if I was to only have one watch, the 39mm Explorer would be a brilliant option. It fits in any occasion, can do absolutely anything, is waterproof, so you can take it swimming, you can take it on holiday, you can wear it for a smart occasion, you can wear it casually. I think with the 36mm it might be a little bit small for modern standards for casual wear, but definitely if that's your thing, that's absolutely fine. I've tried the 36mm on once and it wasn't my cup of tea. I think partially because that particular example was not a good one, so I would buy the 36mm, but if it were my only watch, I think 39mm would probably be a better option. Don't shoot me or anything. I think a sub or something like that would be maybe a little bit too sporty for being your only watch, but I see a lot of people pulling subs off and things like that in smart occasions and looking great. Perhaps might go for the older models as well if it was going to be my only watch. If a watch was my only watch and it was a one watch collection, it would need to be a few things. It would need to be versatile, first of all, go with any occasion, relatively understated, like the Explorer is. It would also need to be waterproof. One of my beefs with the Speedmaster, for example, that would be a great only watch, but it isn't waterproof, water resistant, so it couldn't really be my only watch. And it would also need to be not too small and not too big, so it fitted with any occasion. I really like the idea of only having one watch. I like the idea of that watch becomes your story and you can pass that on, and it bears the legend of the time you spent with it, in the wear that you give to it, and in the patina on the dial and things like that. But I can't see that happening. I can't see that also happening for many of you guys who are watching this. So I thought a good compromise is three watches. By the way, full disclosure, I have 8, which is probably not a huge number for watch collectors, but I wear 5 of them and 3 of them never get any use time whatsoever. So I think a really good number for a watch collection is 3 watches. They could serve for any occasion, and you also kind of wouldn't get bored with only having one watch and things like that. So in terms of the 3, what do I think those 3 watches would be? I think what you would have is an everyday watch, a watch that was relatively understated, that you could wear every day, that you could wear for work, that you could wear for any occasion, and that would be your main watch. Second, a weekend watch. I'm not sure if this is a thing or if I've made this up and coined the term, probably not, but A weekend watch would be, for me, something that's a little bit more fun and outgoing, if you like, than your everyday watch. You could wear it at the weekend, maybe a little bit more casual, maybe a little bit of a larger case and things like that. So that would be a weekend watch. Third, you probably guessed it, it would be a dress watch. So a classic dress watch that you would wear for occasions that demanded a dressy watch. Obviously, all of this is subjective, and you can wear any watch for any occasion, and at risk of being accused of taking this stuff too seriously, I'm not. I know it's not that serious, but I think that would be a good number for a watch collection. So I'll give you some examples from my collection to give you an idea.
So this is my watch collection. I have 8 watches. One's obviously on my wrist. The 3 furthest to the left don't get any wrist time really, so the 5, including the one on my wrist to the right, get the most wrist time. I think another thing that I didn't mention when I was just going through my views on collection size and format is it's best really to have a variety of dial colours, because I've got too many black watches, it becomes boring. For example, the Explorer and the Speedmaster, quite different watches really, but in some ways they're relatively similar as well. They have a relatively similar wrist presence. So yeah, in terms of my watches, I mean, you could go with the Explorer for the everyday watch. Really great everyday watch, really flies under the radar. Nobody has ever noticed that it's a Rolex on my wrist, which for some might be a bad thing, but for a lot of us it would be a good thing as well, you know, not having it stolen off our wrist because everyone knows it's a Rolex. Then your weekend watch could be the G-Shock, which discovered today isn't a limited edition apparently, but yeah, thought it was. And then the dress watch could be the Accurist that I've got. Also, you could do the Tissot that I have as your everyday watch, the Explorer as your weekend watch, and then the dress watch could be the Speedmaster on leather.
I think in terms of this 3 watch collection, I've got a couple of examples that I just wrote down and thought of before. So obviously not all watch collections have to be luxury watches and things like that, and some watch collections are affordable, and that's absolutely fine. So you could do an all Seiko collection. Seiko, brilliant brand, loved in the watch community, but also make incredibly good watches. In fact, I'm wearing SKX 011 today. I don't think that could be my only watch with it being an orange dial, but so the 3 watch collection could be the Seiko Saab 033 or 035. I like both of them. I think that'd be a perfect everyday watch, understated, not too big, not too small. You could wear it for work. Fantastic watch. The weekend watch could be the Turtle Save the Ocean. I think it's new out. It's got a really nice blue dial. Actually had a turtle, a full-size turtle, and got rid of it and got back in it again because it's such a nice dial. And the final dress watch, again, incredibly obvious choice, but the Cocktail Time, the Saab 065. Lovely watch, and again, that's on my radar because it is a classic and it's not produced anymore, so it's gone up in value. Like that. If you wanted a bit more of a luxury collection, you could go with an Omega Aquaterra for your everyday watch. It could even be the quartz version. Again, kind of like an Explorer, understated, great for work, would go with anything. Your weekend watch, the GMT, the current version, you know, the polished center links, a bit of flash for the weekend, you know, a bit of fun. And JLC Reverso for your dress watch. Go with the ultra thin as well, which would be the other choice on my list. Also, my brand of choice really is Rolex, the brand that I'm most interested in. So you can go with an all Rolex 3 watch collection. Go with the Explorer 114270 as your everyday watch. Perfect everyday watch, would go with anything. Great for work, particularly for dress occasions, even though it is a sports watch. At 36mm, it's quite small by modern standards. The 16610 the sub, the old iteration. I love those watches. I much prefer them to the current generation. I just think they're so much more elegant and also better for smaller wrist. I've got a small wrist. And your dress watch, I think a good choice would be a 1601 Datejust on a leather strap. It could even be a two-tone to give it a bit more of a dress vibe. Yeah, so tell me what you think in the comments on my idea of a 1 or a 3 watch collection. Tell me what your ideal size is. Is it the watches that you've got plus one more? Do you have 370 watches? Let me know. Thanks very much. Bye bye.